Good afternoon. My name is Donna Feazell, and I'm your host of The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications and Abundance Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget the podcast, netnewsnetwork.net. Got everybody's favorite talk show host when it pertains to sports, and he's with us right now. His name is AP Steadham. AP, great seeing you again.
Hey, Donna, thank you so much for having me on the show.
Oh, absolutely. And you can also find him on Fridays, Football Friday at 4. And we're digging more into football. I'm so excited about that. Not here yet, but we're getting close.
Very close, Donna. Yeah, we're approaching the SEC Media Days, which will be held for the very first time in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
So that's something different. Yeah, that's something different, this year. So we're looking forward to being in Tennessee for the SEC Media Days for football.
Absolutely. You'll be in God's country up there is what I'm hearing. All of my Tennessee friends tell me the same thing. This is God's country.
Yeah, they're excited. They're certainly excited. I know they're excited for their quarterback, Joe Milton III. So he's, but this is his third year, and he's sat behind Hendon Hooker for a couple of years, and he's ready to go in that Josh Heupel, that high-powered offense.
We have some listeners who are first-time listeners who are beginning to crowd in. So what exactly is Media Days?
Yeah, Media Days, Donna, is where they bring in all 14 head coaches over 4 days, and they'll each have accompanying them 3 players. And so you'll have, like on Monday, probably be maybe 3 coaches, 4 coaches, and then each successive day until you reach the 14 total by Thursday. And we get a chance to visit with the head coach in the print room and the radio and TV room. And then the players will be positioned in the corners usually of the rooms. And they'll have their own podium, and you can walk up to that podium and chat with them face to face. So that's a lot of fun to interact with the players. It's usually approximately, I think it's in the 20 to 30 minute range. We get to speak to the players, which is a long time. You can have a lot of questions and interaction with them. And then the coaches, it's about 20 or so minutes in each room. And then they're going through that what's known as the car wash, where they're talking to the networks and different radio stations across the country. So, but it's all scripted, Donna. So there's a certain time for every room or every interview.
Mm-hmm. That's good, because I could get carried away with one player or with one coach and forget what time it is. So that's a great idea.
Absolutely. So everybody's always watching the clock, Donna. Mm-hmm. And you're trying to visit with, let's say you have one team, let's say it's Tennessee in the room. Well, there's 3 players in the room, so you have to judge how much time you want to spend with each player. So you're moving around the room accordingly.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Now, for the coaches and the players, is this by invitation only, or is it open to everybody?
Yeah. In other words, the all the coaches in the conference, the 14 teams are invited, and then the coaches, they select the 3 players that they would like to bring with their team. Some coaches, they'll bring the quarterback because that's normally the leader of the team. Some coaches may not bring a quarterback because that hasn't been established yet. Some people will bring their seniors only. Some will bring their leaders on the offense or the defense. It's just a personal preference by the coach.
Mm-hmm. Everybody is rated. You got your number 1, number 5, or whatever teams. Yeah. So are some of the people who actually make that happen, who decide who the top 10 are, in other words, are they also invited? And is that how their decisions are made to begin with?
Yeah. The members of the media for this Media Days actually vote on the top teams in each division, and then they pick a winner, and then they have they pick the winner of each division, and they pick who they think will win the championship game. And they also pick the all-conference team too, the preseason all-conference team.
Mm-hmm. How do they decide? I mean, what's the criteria?
Right, yeah. Everybody has to make their own decision. Maybe you're looking at their prior history, how they participated and competed last year. Some players, they come in, they showed some flashes of brilliance as a freshman or a sophomore, you're thinking they're going to get more carries or more receptions, or they're going to get a chance to start on the defensive line or at linebacker or defensive back, and the kicker. You're trying to see who had the best year last year as a kicker and as a punter. So that's some of the criteria that you're reviewing, and when you're trying to make your decision in voting for the all-conference team. The vote, I think, is 3 all-conference teams. First team, second team, third team.
And that's why it changes. It varies because you can have a particular impression on that day. And then when they get out there and actually start playing, which is a whole new realm right there, that can change pretty drastic.
Right. So as I say, it's just a preseason view to generate some excitement for the fans and the alumni and the people across the country that follow the Southeastern Conference. They want to see who are some of the potential stars that should be making the all-elite team.
And now, too, with the earning potential, do you think they're factoring that in as well?
No, I do not. They're trying. They really look at the performance on the field. Because sometimes, Donna, it's a person who has some type of big personality. It's making a lot of money because some of their play on the field, but also their big personality. Those are 2 different things.
Yeah, it most certainly is. I know when Phil and I owned our own business, and when I was hiring a manager for a particular area, I really didn't care about the personality. I looked for results.
Right, the results oriented. Right, I think most people in their voting are looking for the performance.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to find somebody who can do it all like Joe Namath did. Here we're bringing that name up again.
Right, he's always around. Yeah, Joe Namath. He's always present.
Always around. So I know you're excited about media days. So, and I know there's always a lot of excitement. You come back excited as well. What brings that excitement to you?
Yeah, Donna, I'd like to talk to the quarterbacks if they bring a quarterback and get a feel for his personality and see if I think that he can lead a huddle. And then you're looking at the defensive leaders and what they feel about their teammates. If have some strong comments, are they lukewarm? Are they a wait and see attitude? And so those are some of the things you're looking for in the interviews when I've been visiting with these players in the past.
Mm-hmm. And, not everybody has a big, broad personality. Do you think some of those folks who don't have that huge, remarkable personality, do you feel like they're misread sometimes? They really have what it takes. You're just not seeing it.
Yeah, maybe this is their first time being exposed to media members from across the region in the country. So sometimes they're a little bit shy with their answers and reticent. So you have to draw it out of them with your questions and maybe stay there a little bit longer visiting with that player than another one who's used to answering the questions.
And I can see why that could be a big play too, because I was raised where you don't brag on yourself now. I was raised that way. Right. And so, there is a particular time you're not necessarily bragging, but you're saying what you can bring to the table. Right.
Yeah. A lot of times players will have that question. But Donna, I think that error that you describe is maybe gone with the wind, as they say. Because nowadays, when you ask a player, do you think you're one of the better players in the conference? They might say, "Oh, I'm the best not only in the league, but I'm the best in America." So they're not very shy about telling you about their talents.
And I was going to say this for anybody who's out there who is shy, because I actually was shy. I got quietest in who's who when I graduated from high school. But the first job I didn't get because I wasn't vocal enough. The first real job, the first management job. Yeah. And then the person they hired didn't work out. And there was something that the district manager saw. And so she brought me back in for another interview. And apparently I did better on that one because I actually got the job and kept it for several years.
Yeah, that's you were fortunate. You got another chance. But
yeah.
In this world, Donnie, it pays to be assertive. And you don't have to be braggadocious per se, but you do have to present your position and let people know that you're on scholarship for a reason.
Mm-hmm. But do the people who are in the hiring frame of mind, do they get turned off at people who may be just a little obnoxious about it, or are they okay with that?
Well, they might be obnoxious themselves, Donna. So, right.
True.
They might be looking for somebody that mirrors their characteristics and their attributes. So that could be a positive.
If I could give any kind of this is what I recommend you do on an interview, I would say do a little research on the person you're interviewing with, because you're absolutely right there. Because, if it's a real shy person, they could be turned off by somebody they perceive as being obnoxious, and the person may not be obnoxious at all.
Right.
And then if it's somebody with a flowing personality, go for it. I think it might be.
Yeah.
I think it might work.
Right. Yeah. Always accept information, Donna. Whether you utilize that information is up to you, but always accept information, good, bad, or indifferent, because it may help you down the line to make a judgment.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about As We See It with AP and Kelly. So what's going on with the show? Yeah,
Donna, every Friday, Football Friday on IC Radio, 4 p.m. Central, AP and Kelly As We See It. We have some guests. We speak about the Southeastern Conference primarily, but we always look at the national scene as well. So we were reviewing the last few weeks or so. We've been trying to review all the 14 teams, and we still have a few on the agenda. I think we have to review Alabama and Vanderbilt. I know those two for sure, but we have spoken about LSU at Arkansas and Ole Miss and Mississippi State and Auburn, and so we're trying to get that done in the next couple of weeks, finish with all the 14 teams, and then we'll have a guest from time to time, especially during the season. During the season, and I say the season, I say August, because that's when football really starts up with the return of the players for practice, official practice. We discuss every team every week. So that's 14 teams. And then next year, Donna, we're going to be speaking about Oklahoma and Texas, who joined the conference in 2024. So AP and Kelly, As We See It, is a Southeastern Conference-based program. But like I said, we always consider the teams across the country, because they're going to be competing against the SEC come playoff time and in the bowls as well.
Some of the questions I've asked have been actually from new listeners and new viewers, so we appreciate that. If you have a question for AP, if you're going ahead and send an email to Donna at donnasedge.com, I'll make sure we ask that question. So most of the questions have been about Tennessee. I don't know what the big deal about Tennessee is, but hey, we got it.
Yeah, because Tennessee, Donna, you and I, we have been speaking about the Volunteers for at least 2 years, at least maybe 3. Yeah. But they have Josh Heupel. He's been there. He's done a terrific job with his offense. And when you have an exciting offense, Donna, the fans get fired up, because every game they know we can score points. We have a chance. Mm-hmm. We're not struggling. We're not struggling on that side of the ball.
I think that's pretty awesome. And some of the questions have been from Alabama fans who might be, they won't admit it, maybe a little afraid of Tennessee right now. Let's go into a commercial break, and we're going to be right back in just a minute. We'll answer some of those questions. The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park, and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors, and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer
yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
The only place I buy my beef is Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama. Their cattle is born and raised on their ranch, grass and grain fed, and you can feel confident when you serve your family and friends because their beef is all natural and no antibiotics or hormones are added. You can buy whole beef or perhaps go in with family or friends and buy half. Their customer service is number one as they take care of the delivery to their local processor and can deliver to your home for a small added fee. They also offer herd replacement heifers. I always call Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama for my beef specialty recipes and cookouts, and you can too. Food shortages are increasing, so buy local by calling 256-523-6462. That's 256-523-6462.
Wow, it's so soft and smooth.
It's cool to the touch. How did you do that?
Well, we took MyPillow's patented fill and combined it with this new technology that we didn't have back then when I invented MyPillow to bring you the best pillow in history, MyPillow 2.0. Because of all of you, MyPillow 2.0 has been a huge success, and now we're bringing you our best-selling Go Anywhere MyPillows with the same temperature-regulating technology. Made with my patented adjustable fill and brand new cooling fabric, they're truly the next generation of MyPillow. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save over 60% on our MyPillow 2.0 4-pack special. You'll get 2 MyPillows and 2 Go Anywhere MyPillows, regular $259.92, now only $99.98. King size just $10 more. This is a limited time offer, so please order now.
Donna's Designs offers a line of handmade memorial, wedding, and keepsake jewelry that launched back in 1970. I'm a self-trained jewelry designer, and I will work closely with you to create unique designs you can love and treasure for years to come. Whether that be flowers that were used in a funeral arrangement or stones you found on the beach at a memorable trip, call me at 256-659-4319, and let's think of the possibilities.
At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community, whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need. Toys at Christmas or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Okay, we are back from the commercial break. Thank you so much for watching The Edge. My name is Donna, and I am your host of The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182, on Charter Communications and Abundance Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and the podcast, netsnewsnetwork.net. Have AP Steadham with us right now, and Lots of folks are you Alabama fans getting a little bit afraid of Tennessee? Because it's what I'm reading into the questions. Absolutely. So how do you fanfare? How do you see Tennessee and Alabama clashing together this coming year?
Yeah, I think the Alabama fans, Tennessee is a team that has beat them last year, and they should have a slight fear of Tennessee because they score a lot of points. And this year, Donna, Alabama's offense is really suspect at the moment because they're not certain who will start at the quarterback position, and the receivers did not play as well last year. And right now, I don't see a superstar running back for Alabama. They have some very good ones at the moment. We will take a wait-and-see attitude to watch them perform and see if they produce on the field. But I think Tennessee, under that Josh Heupel's offense, they can really prolific offense, scoring a lot of touchdowns. And this year, I don't know if Alabama, they've been averaging 40-plus points for quite a while now. I'm not sure if they're going to reach that number with Alabama's offense. So when you have a team like Tennessee that can put 50 on you in a heartbeat, Alabama should show some concerns for the Volunteers because they have confidence now. They've beaten Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of confidence when you can beat Bama. Absolutely.
Yes.
So, what does Coach Saban need to do? If you were Coach Saban, what would you be working on right now?
Yeah, this is kind of a huge question for them, Donna, about with regards to the quarterback position. Is there one quarterback that's going to establish himself as the leader, and Nick Saban will feel confident to start him and play that quarterback through the entire game? Or is he going to have one quarterback in the first quarter and put somebody in the second quarter and the second half go with the hotter player? I mean, that's something he's going to have to decide. Does he feel that we have a quarterback that we can leave in the entire game, or do I really need to give two quarterbacks a chance? Because both of them have not been outstanding in practice, let's say.
Mm-hmm. And Saban is a very smart coach, so don't disown him, okay? Because I think he's already working on something. He got it going on. He really does. So let's talk a little bit about Georgia. Are they the powerhouse right now going in?
Yeah, Georgia. Yeah, Georgia has the talent, top level talent. They've won the national championship, the SEC back-to-back years. They're going to bring in a new quarterback. Carson Beck is the projected starter with Brock Vandegrift also in the wings trying to beat out Carson Beck, but they have good receivers. They had a transfer receiver from Missouri who was very good last year. And defensively, year after year, they're coming up with defensive linemen that can affect the quarterback. Yeah. So year after year, they've been having the best defense in the conference. So those two things, having a good quarterback and excellent defense, are going to win you a lot of ball games. So Georgia is still the team to beat. It's Georgia, Donna, at this moment, and everyone else.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. So who's somebody who's out there kind of crying in the wilderness that you think may just come through?
Yeah. A team that you have to watch is, LSU, they won the SEC Western Division last year. Can they repeat? They returned their quarterback, Jaden Daniels, who transferred in from Arizona State. You could see he developed quite rapidly throughout the season. His first game, he was really running around the backfield, not willing to throw the ball down the field. But by the end of the season, he was very efficient and productive at the quarterback position. So can LSU repeat in the West, SEC Western Division, to challenge, and then they'll challenge Georgia in the championship game in Atlanta? And then everybody's kind of wondering about Texas A&M. They brought in Bobby Petrino to be the new offensive coordinator. Jimbo Fisher, their team struggled. They were stuck on 20 last year, no matter who they played. I think they scored 30 once or twice, but they were scoring in the 20s last year. When in this era of football, Donna, the offensive teams usually 35 points and above. And Texas A&M was way down the line, 100 and something in scoring offense. So they're going to have to improve. But Bobby Petrino has always been very good offensively, and Texas A&M has top-level talent, but they didn't produce last year. So people are keying in on Texas A&M to see if they can challenge in the SEC West. And in the East, Donnie, you have Tennessee, we know, challenging Georgia. I don't know what Florida can do this year, in this second year, Billy Napier with that team. They brought in a quarterback from Wisconsin, but I'm not sold on that marriage yet.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't mentioned Auburn. What's going on with them?
Yeah, Auburn, they brought in the quarterback, Peyton Thorne from Michigan State. I think he'll be the starter. 2 years ago, he threw for 27 touchdowns. He was on a team that was, I think, 10-2, or 10-2, I guess it was, regular season. And then last year, only 16 touchdowns. So he's trying to rejuvenate his career by transferring to Auburn. And Hugh Freeze is very good with quarterbacks. So like I said, we continue to call Auburn a team that could be a spoiler. It'll probably upset somebody during this season. And I think they have a chance to win a minimum 6 games and go to a bowl in Hugh Freeze's first year. On the other side, look out for South Carolina. They have Spencer Rattler in his second year, the transfer from Oklahoma. He was able to upset Tennessee and Clemson late in this season. They didn't win the bowl game against Notre Dame, but South Carolina, their offense will probably be better with Spencer Rattler this season. He's more comfortable with the offense, but they've got to improve defensively to have a chance to duplicate last year. Yeah.
AP, there's always that one little team out there. It's almost like a little chihuahua. He's little, but he bites at your heels a lot and gets some attention, but can actually break it through. Who do you think that team might be? You may have already answered it.
Yeah, well, to categorize, I mean, Kentucky when they're playing well, they're running the football. Power team. So we're using that description of the Chihuahua, but they're more of a power team. They're kind of like that big Labrador that's always trying to sit in your lap. But Kentucky has a transfer quarterback, Devin Leary, very good at North Carolina State, and they're bringing back their offensive coordinator from 2 years ago, Liam Cohen. So they should be much improved. So I would say watch out for Kentucky in the East.
We did have someone Adrian asked, who you think the best band is in the South?
Oh my goodness. That's a tougher question than describing who might be the best team, because they're all very good.
They're all good.
Yeah. I love the band. It's funny that they would ask that question, because I love the band, and they're all excellent. They practice just as much as a football team during the summer, during the season. They're working hard. So we always salute the bands, Donna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would hate to have to pick one. There are so many good ones out there that are absolutely awesome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, tremendous.
All right. Then another question was asked about the kicker. Who do you think the best kicker is going to be?
Yeah, Will Reichert of Alabama returns. He's been pretty steady in his career at Alabama. He chose to come back for another season. So he has a chance to be one of the better kickers in the conference. South Carolina has a good kicker. I haven't reviewed all of them, but those are a couple that I know offhand.
Now, AP's picks, with what you've seen so far this year, who do you think the top 5 are?
Oh, yeah, the top 5 in the country, Donna. Well, you have to begin with Georgia, defending national champion. You're looking at teams like Michigan and Ohio State. You're looking at, LSU's got it. You got to say LSU, because if LSU can win the SEC Western Division, you've got to consider them a top 5 team. So you look at LSU. USC has a powerful offense now with Caleb Williams, Heisman Trophy quarterback, returning. They don't play very good defense, and then they're in the bottom defensively. So if they can play just a little bit better on defense, you got to watch out for USC. They didn't win the conference last year. Utah won the conference. And Utah's a team that has a good defensive line normally, and they run the football. And their quarterback play has been very good as well. So, those are some of the teams that you're looking at. Clemson, they're trying to make a comeback. So I don't know. And then Notre Dame, they're bringing in a quarterback from Wake Forest, who's very talented, Sam Hartman. So Notre Dame, they're in the wings there. They're in that maybe 6 to 10 range. We're looking to jump up in the top 5.
There you go. AP, we got to go. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Hey, Donna, thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it.
It was a lot of fun. Don't forget, now you can find AP and Kelly as we see it right here. IC Radio every Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time. Again, thank you so much for watching. And thank you, AP, for coming on the show with me today.
Thank you, Donna. My pleasure.
You take care.
Bye now.
All right. Bye-bye.